Hello, all veterans and active duty service members. My name is Dwayne Kimball, United States Army veteran and retired VA rating specialist. Today's video, I am going to be discussing the VA's danger zone. Yes, the VA's danger zone. I'm going to explain what it is, how do you identify it, also, how can you bypass it? And as a bonus, I'm going to share my personal journey through the VA danger zone as a prior VA rating specialist. So as always, make sure you stick around. Okay, everyone, the VA's danger zone. But before we get into that topic, make sure you go out to my website, pick up my new book, VA Claim Success. It definitely will be a game changer as you go through the VA claims process. So today's video, what is the VA's danger zone? The VA's danger zone is when your claim is prolonged for 30 days, 90 days, 100 days, 150 days, 160 days, and so forth and so forth. This is a place you do not want to be. One of my previous videos, I talked about the VA backlog, okay? They have an inventory of over 1 million cases, and the backlog is over 300,000, okay? You do not want your claim in that danger zone, okay? Now, what are one of the ways that the veteran ends up in the danger zone? So I have a couple of slides that I want to share with you to identify how you fall or can fall in the danger zone. So here we go. Slide number one. Here's slide number one. You can see at the top, I stated that this is page 11 from the VA form 21-526EZ. This is one of the VA's prescribed claim forms, okay? Now, I want you to pay close attention to section 17. Section 17 is on page 11. You can see in the bottom right-hand corner, okay? Now, it states, list VA medical centers, VMAC, and Department of Defense, DOD, military treatment facilities where you receive treatment after discharge, keyword, after discharge for your claimed disabilities listed in item 16. And provide approximate beginning date, month and year of treatment. If additional space needed, attach separate sheet, include your name, social security number, and item number. Now, from that paragraph, it's key where you receive treatment after discharge, okay? Meaning after you were discharged from active duty. Section 8, enter the disability treated and name location of the treatment facility, the date, check the box if you do not have dates of treatment, okay? Now, you put any information in that box, you are now in the VA's danger zone, meaning your claim is definitely going to end up in that backlog, in my opinion, and based on what I've seen as a former VA rating specialist, okay? When you put treatment from this facility, that facility, this facility, that facility, the VA is going to send you, I'm going to show you here in slide number 2, they're going to send you a VA form 21-4142. This is page 1, the bottom of page 1, in the top of page 2 of the VA form 21-4142. All this is, you're giving the VA permission to go out and get private medical records, allows them to give you due process to go out and get these private medical records, okay? So this is going to be a long process for you because when you submit your claim, they may not have looked at that 526, let's say, for a few weeks. And then the VSR gets in and is like, oh, wait a minute. The veteran said they received treatment from Doctor 1, Doctor 2, Doctor 3, or however many doctors that you received treatment for. So now they have to send you, by giving you due process, this particular form, medical release form, which may take 30, 45 days. Then you have to send it back another 30, 45 days. Then they have to send it to the medical doctors, all of them. That's another 30, 45 days, maybe longer. Okay, so you can see where I'm going with this because these months start to add up. So this form is basically you giving the VA's permission to go out and get these documents on your behalf. Now, I've seen many of veterans do it, to include me back when I first started as a VA rater and I didn't have a clue of what I was doing. Now, one day I received a phone call from the regional office in Atlanta, Georgia. And the VSR says, hey, we can go out and we can get these records for you, but I'm telling you right now, it's gonna take about a year. That's back when everything was paper. Now everything is electronic, okay? He said, it may be quicker if you go out and get these records. Now, maybe he just didn't want to do the development, but later on in my rater career, I knew he gave me some good information. So I got home, got on the phone, called, I think it was like 2 or 3 different locations, called all of them. They said, yep, we can fax it to you. The medical release form, we can fax it to you. You sign it, fax it back. You pay like, I think it was like a nickel a page or something like that. I did that over the phone and I got those records in a matter of a couple of weeks and then I submitted them, okay? Now, how can you avoid falling into this danger zone? It's simple. You can do exactly what I did. Why have the VA go out and get records that you can get yourself? They give you the option of doing intent to file. You have 365 days, a whole year to do whatever it is you must do, okay? So that's an option. Do an intent to file. Then you go out to these doctors and you get the information for the conditions that you're claiming yourself. Trust me, it's going to be a lot faster. Now, I'm not saying not to submit to 4142. If you want the VA to do it, fine. But just understand, you're going to end up in that danger zone and your claim probably would be more than 125 days and now you're in the backlog, okay? But this is an option, something that you can do and go out and get those records yourself. I've seen it, okay? Trust me, it's simple. Now, if that doctor's office is closed, I mean, no longer there, they're out of business or they just closed shop, doctor retired. If it's been more than 7, 10 years and that doctor's office is still there, they may not have those records, okay? So if you submit a 4142 thinking that, oh, the VA has this magic wand and they can go out and get these records from this doctor's office that has been closed for 10 or 15 years, that's not gonna happen. I worked with a vet and he had treatment back in 1982, 1972 or something like that. Hospitals demolished. I think it's a parking lot now or a playground. And he sends the VA a 4142 like they can somehow dig up the parking lot or the playground and get these records. No, the VA is limited as to what they can do, okay? So if you're thinking about filing a claim and you're seeing a private doctor, make sure you get those records ASAP, okay? Even if you're not thinking about filing for another 2 or 3 years, because you never know, the doctor's office could close, where those medical records can go, okay? So just as a follow-up, the VA's danger zone, prolonging your VA claim by asking the VA to go out and get your private medical records. Now, as it pertains to VA medical records, anything I believe past earlier than 2005 may be in archives, okay? But go to your local VA medical center and see the individual at the release of information office. Trust me, you could probably find out more information than that VSR can, because they're just going to send something over to that VA medical center. You can go to a release of information and say, I need these documents from this particular time frame. Can you get them for me? They may say, hey, they're archived, but we can put in a request for you. All right? So with that being said, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and make sure you share this video with your fellow veterans so they stay out of the danger zone. Thank you.